What's good? What's going on, man? It's your boy Ben. We back in the morning with another video, man. You guys see by the title, man. We got white chocolate. We got white chocolate here, man. AKA Jason Williams. Y'all know how he get down. I played with him on 2K too. He's solid. Back in the days, like when I used to play like what 2K, 2K8, 2K9, all the OG 2Ks, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about for those gamers out there, man. But anyways, man, we got NBA legends and players explain how crazy, how amazing. I get to making up my own words and stuff. It ain't crazy, ain't even in the title. But how amazing Jason Williams was, man. We're going to check this video out, man. It was made by my man, Young Gala. Y'all be sure to go over there to check him out, show him some love. That being said, let's get straight to it, man. Let's do it.
Hey man, it's your boy YG, aka Young Gala, and Jason Williams, also known as White Chocolate. This guy was one of the most entertaining players to watch in the 90s and the 2000s. Like the passes that he was doing, it was never seen before. And the fact that he pulled off a behind the back elbow pass.
You know what? I think I'm getting Jason Williams. I'm getting Jason Williams mixed up with Jason Kidd. No way I did that.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I thought Jason Williams was bald-headed. Man. That's tough!
In a game, it's just crazy. And when I watch his passing highlights, it's better than some players' dunking highlights. And that just says a lot of how flashy he was. Because most of his passes were just unreal. And you can almost say that he was playing NBA Jam in real life. Like every time he's coming down the court, you're expecting a highlight from him. And I feel like he didn't really reach his full potential. Even though he was a solid piece for that 2006 championship for the Miami Heat, I still feel like he should have been better than what he was. If he would have developed a reliable shot, I felt like he could have been a Steve Nash type of player. So anyways, man, we're gonna listen to NBA legends and players talk about how amazing Jason Williams was. But before we get straight into that, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for the culture so you won't be missing any of my videos. And let's get to the vid, man.
A guy that I have to mention that I really had fun playing with, White Chocolate in Miami. Oh, White Chocolate was nice to play because I could just put my hand up like that and the ball would be right there.
He knew where. You know what?
Every time. Every time.
Jason Williams would never.
Shout out to White Chocolate.
Right. He would never get the credit that's due as one
Yo,
of those point guards.
this man is 6'1", dog. Jason Williams, y'all probably can't see that. He's 6'1". Wow. That's crazy. He's the same height as me, bro. I get to see what I look like if I was to play in the NBA, man. You know what I'm saying?
But he was definitely flash of his time, and he definitely was one of the premier guards of his time. So shout out to J-Dub out there, man. Thank you. I know I know people try to mix that up.
J-Dub, I love you. You're underappreciated. Right. Great player.
White Chocolate, right.
Oh, it's cool, man. You know, obviously, somebody I won a championship with, somebody that was very important to our championship run. You know, our point guard who settled us, had some big games for us. So, you know, when I got the call he was going to be here and, you know, he wanted to exchange jerseys, I was happy it was the White Chocolate one. You know, obviously, we grew up watching him, and I was just lucky enough to be able to play with him, you know, when I was young in this league. So it was a cool moment for me to be able to exchange, you know, that Sacramento 55 jersey with him.
He really don't know the game. I always tell people, when he learned the game like John Stockton, somebody like that, with his abilities, his skills, what they call him, white chocolate, he's going to be special. But it's up to him to take it as far as he wanted to be taken.
When you're with him and you're hanging out around him, what is the public reaction?
That's the guy. That's the guy, White Chocolate. When you say that name, you know who you're talking about, the legend. You know, a lot of people don't use the word legend and don't really mean it, but when we say your name, you're a legend for real.
Listen here, it's not too many guys that I played against. When we switch a pick and roll, I want to guard. I get embarrassed. Like, this dude right here would do something so creative to embarrass you out there. Like, I didn't like to guard him.
In game.
Oh, look at this.
When
you Kobe, bro.
Moves, I consider Gary Payton one of the probably the greatest point guard defender ever in the history of NBA. And when you make him try to trip you, he gotta use his legs to try to trip you to stop you. You know you for real.
Can you explain just the reaction in the league when you first started doing all this stuff and people just didn't even know what to make of you?
Man, to be honest, I really didn't pay much attention to it. I was just out there playing, just trying to win, have fun. And I think I get a raw end on that side of it a little bit because all
You
I
sound
wanted
like
to do was
country
win.
white dude, eh?
And my teammates knew that. I don't think the whole public knew that. You know, they see me have a couple turnovers, things like that, but bottom line, I just wanted to win.
The other players knew, though, right?
Oh, yeah, we definitely
He sound like he wanted the brothers. He sound like he wanted the brothers.
I have a question for Jason as well because, first of all, one of my favorite players ever to watch.
Man.
Because I think he created what Steph Curry does, what Russell Westbrook does, pace and space. He created that in Sacramento, allowed Mike Bibby to come in and flourish into that. He created that environment. But all I want to see, if Kevin could get on one side of the floor and you just do the elbow pass to him in kind of slow motion, because I've never really seen it in slow. I just would love to see the elbow pass, man.
Kenny, only for you. I'll try.
All right, Kev, get on one wing.
The ankles he out there catching.
It's going to work, man. It's going to work.
You got to get on this side.
There it is. It's going to work.
Hey, shout out to Ray for the fence. He got fouled, man. He would have finished the job.
Right.
He would have finished. All right, slow motion. You just put it there.
Oh!
Man.
Slower motion.
Man. J-Dub, to me, you're one of the best point guards to ever play the game, especially with all your trickery.
Appreciate it.
Who in today's game would you say is similar to you?
Good question, D's.
Man, you know,
he's talking about this, right?
Some of these got like Kyrie Irving, I think.
I wanted to answer the question. All right. He named one. Kyrie Irving. Who else like a real dope point guard that gets spiffy with it? In today's game, though? Man. I don't know. Spiffy. Kyrie, that's all I really got. Like, I don't know no one else who really like go crazy with like any type of like super passing abilities. Now back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can name some, but like in today's, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts and opinions about that question, man.
He's got that, you know, he's got a hand. He finishes way better than me. I think he
like
shoots
point
better
guard
than me too. But I don't think he's really looking to pass like I was. A lot of these players today, I think, get it mixed up because they say they're a good passer, but I think there's a difference between a good passer and a willing passer.
Right, it is.
You know, I was more of a willing passer. I knew what time it was. I knew who needed the ball and where they needed the ball.
Hey, we're back on open court. Charles Barkley, Chris Webber, Steve Kerr, Steve Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Reggie Miller, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Point guard with the best handle you ever saw.
I got a chance to play with Jay Will and God Sham God, and I've never seen anybody with handles like this, and I'm going to give Jay Will the nod.
Over Sham God?
Yes. I would see Jay Will.
Yes. No.
I would see Jay Will.
Yeah. No.
I would see Jay Will put 5-pound ankle weights on his.
Oh, that's Sham God do that. That was Sham God.
Did that in West Virginia.
That's what Sham was doing.
Sham God.
Jay Will did that in West Virginia.
Matter of fact, Jay Will got this move. Have you seen this now? That's the Sham God, you throw it out. You know how you come behind the back, Reggie? Mm-hmm. Jay Will got this.
Yeah.
Jay Will
in
got
and out.
Everybody in New York do that, man. Come on, are you kidding me?
Full speed?
No, but
you see he made Gary Payton. You see Gary Payton trying to shoot.
don't
Remember that?
Damn.
It's hard with handles. Okay, I'm one of the closest players I've ever been with because in Sacramento I did not want to be there. And so my very first practice, my mom is giving me scriptures. Oh, this is going to be a blessing. I'm like, Mom, please, I don't have enough time for that positive stuff. She's like, oh, it's just going to be a blessing. And I remember after the first practice, I was like, called, and I was like, you're right. Because Jay Will was just funny and appropriate. And so, you know how you make your rookies do everything?
Right.
It wasn't even fun. I'm like, Jay Will, we landed in New York. I'm like, man, you got to get off the bus. It's snowing. Only in your tights. Yeah. Go in and scream, who let the dogs out and pay for it? He would do whatever. And so one trip, we're coming in Boston. It's a snowstorm. We would make him do all the things, and he was like, if I do one thing, you know, can I be off? We were like, yeah, whatever. So we get in Boston. I'm just listening to headphones. It's cold. It's freezing. And we're like, yeah, you know, what's going on? We get to the hotel. Everybody's checking in. Everybody's like, where's Jason? And we really can't find him. It's about maybe 3-4 minutes. And one of the ball boy goes, and we looked under the bus, picked up the thing under the bus. He's laying on the on the luggage up on the bus.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing? He was like, I ain't want to ride with y'all bitches up here. And he was just sitting, and he's just laying, posing.
So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. And tell me, what is your favorite Jason Williams moment? Mine had to be when he crossed up Gary Payton or when he pulled off that elbow pass. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and show love to the white.
I got to see
Payton or when he pulled off that elbow pass. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and show love to the YG gang. Now I'm out.
That was fire, man. That's fire, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. Shout out to Jason Williams. Fire vid, man. Big shout out to Young Geller for putting this masterpiece together for us to check out, man. Dope video, man. Y'all comment y'all thoughts and opinions below, man. Bro was nasty, man. I ain't gonna lie, brother. That's a real good question, though. Who in today's era, like, throw passes like white chocolate? Who in today's era throw passes like white chocolate? Now, I do know Pistol Pete was one of those, but we talking about today's era. Who's in the game coldest white? He mentioned Kyrie Irving. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kyrie Irving. He over there on the Mavs. Him and Luka, I think they're gonna do damage, but we're gonna see how everything plays out. But yeah, man. Let me know in the comments who in today's era can you compare with Jason Williams, man. Solid point guard, amazing passing IQ. They with a little sauce on it. Not just passing, but like something with a little sauce on it. Let me know, man. But anyway, man, y'all be sure to drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Be sure to check out one of the videos at the end of the screen because it's definitely a banger. I would miss it if I was you, man. Catch y'all this video, man. I'm about it.